Hey, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to OG Lowe's Hangout Corner. I'm your host, Carlos Stargell, aka OG Lowe. Hey, just want to pull out a public apology about yesterday. Everybody has their days, good days and bad days. Yesterday, I guess it was the bad one, but it's all good. The day's going to be a better day. And ain't nobody going to cry today, and damn sure ain't nobody going to die today. So we all going to have a good day. So that's all I'm gonna say. Word to Big Bird. Anyway, before I get started, I like to give birthday shout out to my oldest daughter, Carly Stallion. Happy birthday, baby. Daddy loves you. And I like to say happy birthday to a lot of people whose birthday today too as well. Good friend of mine, LaWanda Kitchens. Been known her since childhood. Happy birthday, Wanda. And like I say, everybody's birthday who fell March the 29th. God bless you all. So, anyway, what I wanted to talk about today, really want to talk about reminiscing with family, friends, or whoever's close to you, whoever you was cool with in life. In a way, seems like sometimes you can have a bad day, but it always be the Lord too, first and foremost, but it's always somebody out here, whether you having a terrible day, they gonna find a way to make you smile. And that's why I always say you can be down, never out. So I do not want to be out. And I'm not gonna let that devil defeat me. So like I said, today's gonna be a good day. Ain't nobody gonna cry today, and damn sure ain't nobody gonna die today. So all we got to do is try today. So let's have a good day. Word to Big Bird. Okay, now reminiscing. Now you got a lot like I say family, and like I told y'all the other day, ain't nothing like family, especially your siblings. Now the other day, one of my family members, yes, I'm talking about my oldest brother. Man, I was so glad to hear from him. Though I always be glad to hear from my. Tell you the truth, I'm always glad to hear from my brothers. But we might not talk as much. We might not talk every day. But when we do talk, we make the best of it. We make the best of it all because, like I said, at the end of the day, ain't nothing like family. Oh yeah. And then your friends. Now I got some friends. We go back. We go way back before Soul Train got knocked out of syndication. But yes, and like I say, sometimes we can have friends we've been known for a long time. And sometimes, when they say absence grow fonder and the heart grow fonder with absence, yeah, it is true. And then you start missing them. Man, you think about the good times, like what you had when we were younger. Cause I know I had more good times than bad, and y'all know that. Like I'm like the friends I'm about to tell you about. I will not mention their names, but I respect their privacy. But at the same time, I'm gonna talk about them. I'm gonna talk about them crazy times we had, especially during high school, after high school, and even before we start thinking about making families. But a friend of mine I've been known since before we even got to high school, before my voice even changed, to be honest with you. And the good part about it, not only we went to school together, but after high school, we ended up working together. And that was a good thing too. We worked there. We both started as part-time bus drivers. And during that time, we were the youngest two at the time. But the good thing about it, we made the Fraser Center fun. And we worked with, and then even though we were part-time bus drivers, but we had a lot of dealings with the special need adults and kids. And guess what? Like I said before, I had more fun and better conversations with them than I did with them so-called normal people. Because all they want to do is be accepted and loved. But the good part about it though, they gonna let you know. They gonna let you know. what time it is. I mean, if they don't like you, they gonna let you know it. I mean, and if they don't like you and they got trust issues, they don't have to tell you. They can show you better than they can tell you that they don't like you. But the good part about it, working at the Fraser Center, it was too much love in there for me. But that's all good. It wasn't enough love. They say it's never enough love. We get all we can while we still here on earth. And at least I didn't give them, at least the ones who passed on, at least I gave them their flowers when they were here. Yes, I did. And what I mean by that, took time with them, hung with them, talked a whole lot of jive with them. But guess what? They respected me more than they respected any other staff member. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to be all like I'm all that or whatnot, but shoot, they really did. Even the kids. I mean, you can be more, it could be other staff members. They won't call them out. They'll call me. I guess what it is because I'm the one that not only took time with them, but I was the one who really I let them know too. I might be a little stern, but at the same time, y'all know who got y'all back. And true enough, I had their backs and they had mine just as well. And like I said, I guess long as I was there, I mean, working at the Fraser Center, I mean, like I said, reminiscing about that, it was a good place to work at the time, especially if you look, especially the kind of field I was in, and didn't even go to college for it, but it's all good. Like I said, I had fun and I enjoyed it. And then the good part about it, a couple of them hung out with me in the past. Like this guy, special needs guy, his name was Leroy. He's no longer with us, God bless him. But when he was alive on earth, we hung out strong. It was times I went and picked him up. We went to the park. We went skirt chasing. Yeah. We did. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I was doing most of the skirt chasing. He was just he was just my sidekick, but hell, Leroy got a little action too now. And I ain't mad at him. And plus, the good part about it, I let them know you better not say anything out of the way to Leroy. Because you ain't got to worry about him cussing you out. You're gonna worry about me. Because you don't talk. That was my buddy. And if anything, I was there. If he needed me, especially if something went wrong, I was there. But another good thing about it too, I'm so glad that he was close to one of our cousins. My cousin Charles Lewis Bell, I was glad they were close because it is funny how all of us really started. We talked on three-way for one thing. But what really shocked me about it, you know how you ask somebody to hold on like for no longer than a minute. By the time I got back from having them on hold, them two exchanged numbers. I wasn't mad. If anything, I was glad because Leroy and Lewis, by both of them, Lewis was my cousin, Leroy was my homie, and it wasn't nothing but love in that circle. I mean, we all got together, talk. We were all three of us were wrestling fans, but during that time, it was more about WCW. WWF was cool. I mean, that was also during the time when Nitro was going to war with WWF Raw. Now I know y'all remember that, and don't forget about. And then you got SmackDown and WWF at the time, and then you had Thunder, WCW Thunder. I mean, those jokers were really competing. But believe me, speaking of Leroy and Lewis, if they were still on Earth today, they'll probably be disappointed about eight. Then again, I don't think they would because I don't know if they're like AEW or not, All Elite Wrestling or not. But to be real with you, I kind of like All Elite Wrestling. It reminds me of the old, like I said, it reminds me of the old WCW. I mean, WWE is like family oriented, except Raw. It's still family oriented, but it's nasty, off the chain, and they don't care what come up will come out. But AEW, they let it all loose. Wednesday on Dynamite and Fridays on Rampage. I mean, I ain't never known them to bleep no curse words out in All Elite Wrestling. They even said the SHIT word and the BULLSHIT word, and that kind of threw me off because usually I know in WWE if they said bad languages like that, they get a bleep. All Elite Wrestling, I didn't see no, I didn't. They didn't get no bleep because, like I said, they are wild and loose. But check this out. Now, don't get it twisted. During the COVID, when Drew McIntyre was the champion and he was defending it against Seth freaking Rollins at the time, and when they was doing the contract signing, and Seth Rollins was trying to manipulate Drew with that, I'm doing this for the greater good. But then, what really got me when Drew told Seth, I mean, he played it so good. He said, He said that's pretty good, Seth. But and we both know. Basically, excuse my expression. I'm just telling it like it is, and please don't hold it against me, YouTube. But I remember it tripped me out when Drew said, basically, you're full of shit. And when he said it, I was like, oh, no, you didn't, man. No, you didn't. And the first time I heard them really curse like that on Raw, especially on Monday Night Raw, I was in total shock because I knew they cursed. Now in the arena, yeah, I can understand. But on TV, now y'all know TV has really changed. Like I told y'all before, it was a time you just in our era after I was born, you barely could just say hell and damn. A lot among other curse, but other cuss words like you hear out on the streets, words that you probably not heard before, but not on television. But yeah, you probably heard it in the movies or on the street, yeah, but you're not gonna hear words like that on television. Cause for one thing, children watch television. And before all this chaos with television, everything was semi, everything was kind of semi innocent. I mean, they had their dirt, but at the same time, TV was enjoyable to watch. But all they showed was a bunch of cowboy pictures. I mean, there's a lot of people like our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, uncles, aunts. They love them cowboy pictures. Me personally, I'm not really into westerns. I mean, it depends on the western. It depends on the show, but I'm not really a western fan now. Don't get it twisted. I like Clint Eastwood's westerns, but I like his other movies better. But my favorite movie by Clint, believe it or not, Escape from Alcatraz. That was a COOL movie. But he also had good movies other than that, Clancy, other than Cowboy. Now I like that. Now don't get it twisted. I like the show he started on, Rawhide. Rolling, 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 keep them horses going. You know, y'all know the song. Head 'em up, move 'em out, head 'em up, move 'em out, rawhide, ride 'em in. Y'all know the song. But yeah, a lot of I didn't, growing up, and then I learned that Clint Eastwood got his start on Rawhide. Rowdy Yates. Yeah, that was his name, Rowdy Yates. But then I started getting used to Clint Eastwood, like in those action movies, like them Dirty Harry movies. Like when he said, see, this is a 45 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and it'll blow your head clean off. Man, If you gonna shoot somebody, you ain't got to make no dang on speech. Just do it. Shoot. Now how you gonna blow somebody? How you gonna threaten? How you gonna blow somebody away? And before you blow them, you got to make a speech. That's Hollywood. Cause in reality, we ain't gonna make no speech. We just gonna do it. But yeah, I enjoyed these movies though, for real. Clinic. I mean, a lot of, and I take some more movies I like that by Clint. Every Which Way But Loose, and Any Which Way You Can. Now, to me, those movies were funny as I don't know what, especially with that orangutan Clyde, right turn Clyde, and he'll knock you the F out. And like I said, that movie was funny as I don't. Both of them were funny as I don't know what. All they did was fight, but they had some funny scenes in there, especially with the motorcycle gang when they ran while all ran into that tar, and Clint Eastwood was like, "No, you don't want to leave them there. The dogs might come along and piss on them." And when I was like, "No, he didn't say that." But and then what really got it, when push came to shove, the same motorcycle gang who he had humiliated, they came to. And the only reason why they came to, one word, business. Now, like I said, there's a difference between business. It's always a difference between business and personal. And when they say business, people do what people do for money. And they say money talks and the rest of walk. I can't say the real word on it. I can't say the original word, what I want to say, because, like I said, respecting the elders and the minors and the ladies. Yeah, mainly the ladies, because guess what? I don't want to. Didn't wouldn't they? Well, enough so much for that. But like I said, those two movies was one of my favorites by Clint, as well as Escape from Alcatraz. But I also liked the movie he made a couple of years ago, The Mule. That was a pretty good movie. Old as he was, he did real good. And then you had my boy, Lawrence Fishburne, one of my favorite actors. And remember, Fishburne was a lot of people don't remember, but if anybody saw the movie Cornbread Earl and Me, and that little boy that played Wilford Robinson, yes, that was Fishburne. And he was a little boy. They killed Cornbread and he didn't even do nothing. Well, yeah, and what I liked about it too, Cornbread Earl and Me, he wasn't scared to tell it. And like Moses Gone said in that when he played that lawyer, it took a lot of courage for him to do that. Yeah, it took a lot of courage and it took guts. I mean, from how they was intimidating the neighborhood, shoot, you better if somebody come and intimidate you, you better have guts. You better be able to stand up for yourself. Because if you don't stand up for something, you will fall for anything. And like I told y'all over and over, time and time again, I don't fall. If I do fall, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up off my rusty dusty, dust it off and keep it moving. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. Like, yeah, like for example, yesterday, my day was terrible, as y'all can tell. But guess what? That was yesterday. Today is a good day. It is gonna be a good day. And all I want to see is like that dude said on Fantasy Island, smiles, everyone, smiles. And he said so cool. But I said cooler. Smiles, everybody. Smiles. And now, like I said, Clint Eastwood was one of my favorite actors. But also too, getting back to reminiscing, and I reminisce with a lot of old friends. Like I said, even after high school, and a lot of friends I met and known over the years. Some of them are gone. Some of them are going to glory. A lot of them are still here. And I think, and the ones who I ran into, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times, especially if I ain't heard from them in years, the tears just rolled down my eyes. I mean, and those are not sad tears. Those are tears of joy. I'm just so glad and thankful to know and to see that they're still alive on this earth, because so many died, so many left this earth so young. I mean, drugs, murder, and disease. That's why, if anything, we need to get closer to our make. We need to get closer to the Lord. I mean, it's more about being spiritual, but whether you get yourself together, whether you rededicate back to the church, whether you convert to Islam, or whichever you prefer. I mean, that's everybody has a choice. But after it's all said and done, we all serving God. Yes, I mean, people call him God. People say Jah, Yah, Jehovah, our supreme being. I just say whichever you may prefer. Now I got that saying, believe it or not, from the Jungle Brothers. Yes, I did. A lot of stuff I learned, believe it or not, especially about our history, ourselves. Now, not only my teacher, not only my senior year, not only my English teacher my senior year, and I got I give him a lot of thanks. Thank you, Coach Godfrey. And listening and believe it or not, I thank God. I mean, somebody told me that I was gonna get more into rap my senior year. I thought they were jiving, but yes, I did. Yeah, I got into rap a little more. But what really not only because of the beats and how they flow, but what really made me get more deep into it, the messages, especially groups like Public Enemy, the Jungle Brothers, Boogie Down Productions, Cool Mo D. Yeah. I mean, I listened to a lot of those songs they had, and they had a whole lot, especially Public Enemy. Don't Believe the Hype, Bring the Noise, Rebel Without a Pause, Welcome to the Terror Dome, Fight the Power, Music in Our Message, Ain't Nothing But a Song, I'll Give It Up, What Side You On, Bellum, all those songs by Public Enemy. But another rapper who had deeper messages than Public Enemy, believe it or not. And a lot of people don't know this because they didn't take time out to listen to this cat. But I'm letting y'all know, brothers and sisters, this cat I'm about to tell you now, he's deeper than the deepest sea. And I'm talking about Professor Griff. Now, if some of y'all have never heard his first album, please check it out. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. You can download it. The first album was called Pawns in the Game. And check this out. Every daggone song was not only deep, but it was true to the game. Got one song they got called The Verdict. Listen to that song, y'all. Dude, I mean, they tell it like it is on them. Now, that's the kind of song they need to be playing today. Because back then, songs like that was already, they spoke it into existence. And I tell you another rapper, a female rapper, and she don't get the credit at all. And it just pisses me off because a lot of those female rappers who don't get the credit, especially. But I'm gonna mention this person first before I mention the first rap group. Now I'm talking about Sister Soldier. Yeah, Lisa Williamson. That woman was so deep and so real. I mean, radio was afraid of her. They was afraid to play her music on there because it was so deep. And a lot of stuff she quoted, I had to use them too because they were so true. Now, once that album, I'm telling you, 300. I mean, I don't know the title, but the first album, but I know they got the hate that hate produced 360 degrees of separation. I mean, come on now. Sister Soldier said some stuff on there that was so real, true, and deep that it put the fear of God in America. I mean, she told it like it was. And like I said, radio was afraid of her. Media was afraid of her. Tell you the truth, America was afraid of her. I mean, you saw after she made that album, I don't know what went on, but evidently they said something. They said or did something to shut her up. But Lisa Wilson, aka Sister Soldier, if you still out there, keep on doing what you're doing, girl. Keep on being you. Like the ones who spoke their minds back in the day, keep on speaking your mind. Yeah, I know. Speak your mind, you got to be prepared for the consequences. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Don't be scared. I mean, come on now. You never accomplish nothing being afraid. I always remember that. The ones who are afraid are the ones who never got nothing accomplished. The ones who are not afraid, they about action. Now, okay, now another group, now the rap group I'm about to mention, who didn't get the who still people still don't credit them. My girls, the sequence. Blondie, Cheryl, Angie. Well, Angie on her own, but I mean she's cool, but and Blondie, she's super cool too. But the one who I'm, believe it or not, who I'm very, very close to, who I feel close to in my heart, and I know she feels the same way. Cheryl Cook, yeah, Cheryl the Pearl. Now you know she got to be super duper cool if she reached out to me when my father passed. Thank you, Cheryl. I love you, baby. And she also reached out to me when I first got into my relationship a couple of years ago because believe it or not, I think she was kind of worried, and so were a lot of other people. But it's all good. I made it. I survived. But what really got me when she reached out when I got engaged when I got engaged. Now that was beautiful. Her and a whole lot of people reached out, and I appreciate that. But I'm not gonna mention no name. But like I told y'all before, a friend of mine who I know I've been known for years. She thought I was talking. She thought I was jive talking when I told her I was engaged. But when it was confirmed, I thought that lady sounded like she was literally catching the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Because guess what? If it's if it's if the Lord intervenes, it's always a beautiful thing when the Lord intervenes because the way she was carrying on and shouting made me smile even harder. Yeah, showing all that good mint cheese. Yeah. But it's a beautiful thing. But like I said, please, like if you get like think about it when you talk to your old friends, your old family members, or whoever, think about the good times. Cause the good always outweigh the bad. But the good times, everybody loves the good times. I know I do, and I hope y'all do too. But and think about, I always think about, but like I said, we had some crazy times. I'm reminiscing about the crazy times. I mean, we did all kind of crazy fun stuff, but nothing to get arrested for or nothing to get chastised about. But kids gonna be kids, young folks gonna be young folks, but we gonna have fun. But now that we're older, wiser, let the young enjoy their life. I mean, it's okay to be protective. It's okay. It's okay to love, to show them, to let them know that you care. But at the same time, Let your kids live their lives. Because once they're over 18, they're on their own. Let them live their lives. I mean, stay out of, I mean, like they say, everybody has a place. I mean, everybody has to stay in their lane, and everybody's got to learn. And everybody got to take everybody at least got to take one kick in the butt just to wake up and smell the coffee. So, like I said, live and learn. Keep your head up. Keep it moving and hold your head proud with your fist in the air because guess what? God loves you. So do I. Well, my brothers and sisters, that's about the time I have right now. But later on, I will be back live between the hours of 6:15, 6:30. Yes, I'm coming back. I will be back. And I hope y'all be waiting on me like us better than a security guard. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that. Please hit that button. That will, and look, and it don't cost you nothing either. So I'm letting you know. If you're worried about the cost, it don't cost nothing. But like I said, I want to thank the ones who tuned in on OG Lowe's Hangout Corner. Thank you for watching. Tell all your tell your family, your friends, your loved ones, your significant others, and or whoever about me. Bring me some, bring some subscribers. That's the thing to do. Please, I'm asking. I'm asking. I'm not gonna beg, but I'm asking. Either you do or you don't. Either you will or you won't. But it's all good. Either way, I'm still gonna do my thing. And before I go, I just want to say, I just want to give my baby another shout out. I just want to give my baby another birthday shout out. Happy birthday, Nuki. Daddy loves you. You know I do, girl. All I ask you to do is just talk to your dad. Call me a little bit more. Text me. Daddy loves you. You know I do. Well, that's about the time. That's enough time. But like I said, I will be back later on. Six, like I said, 6:15, 6:30. Station identification. Yes, I will be back. And you have tuned in to OG Lowe's Hangout Corner with your host, Carlos Stargell, aka OG Lowe. And please come back and join me. Please come back and join me at the 6 o'clock hour. Until then, closing out with a song. And just to let you know, I know I'm feeling good today because, like this man say, I'm a wonderful thing, baby. Such a. Now, a lot of y'all don't remember this one, do you? Kid Creole and the Coconuts. Like he said, I'm a wonderful thing, baby. Such a wonderful. So, like I said, y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good, prosperous day today. Go get yourself together. Get you something to eat. And do whatever between those hours. And like I say again, I will be back later on. Until then, God bless you all. Peace to fingers. I love you. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. Until then, see ya.